Welcome to Evolve Together with Empower People, where people are power. I'm Tiffany Joy Green, MBA. Here, clarity cuts, humor heals, and purpose drives transformation. Join the movement at www.empowerpeople.org and connect with us on YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Facebook, because when people are power, purpose wins. Welcome to Evolve Together with Empower People, the show where we don't politely sip tea over the news, we spike it, stir it, and serve it straight. No chaser. This week in America, the president wants to rename the Pentagon like it's a Taco Bell menu item. Our health secretary thinks science is optional. The jobs report is basically a participation trophy. A whistleblower named Reality Winner is somehow the most real thing in politics. And social media killed the president before his cholesterol could. I'm Tiffany Joy, and I don't do bedtime stories. I do wake-up calls. So let's set this week's headlines on fire. Colbert wit, Oprah soul, and a Tiffany punch you won't forget. Trump wants to rename the Pentagon from the Department of Defense to the Department of War because nothing says, "We're safe now," like slapping war on the welcome mat. Defense is like locking your front door. War is like running outside with a chainsaw screaming, "Come at me, bro!" Same house, very different vibe. And spoiler alert, the neighbors are watching. Remember Cracker Barrel's rebrand? That was Biscuits with an identity crisis. This is militarized marketing. Cracker Barrel still serve gravy. The Pentagon, they're serving ideology. Words build culture. Defense protects. War provokes. Change the name. Change the frame. And when you normalize war as identity, you train a generation to see aggression as default. You don't rebrand the Pentagon, you rebrand America's personality. And let's be honest, we already feel like the loud neighbor with fireworks on a Tuesday. This week, the Senate Finance Committee roasted RFK Jr., our health secretary, for reckless disregard of science, which is awkward because science is literally the health part of health secretary. This is like putting a vegan in charge of Texas barbecue. Sure, you'll get a lot of passion, but it won't save you from salmonella. Leadership without evidence is theater, but here's the kicker. This isn't Shakespeare, it's healthcare. And when leaders improvise with lives, the audience pays in blood, not applause. Leaders either light the way or they sell shadows. And let me tell you, RFK Jr. shadows don't come with a refund policy. America added 75,000 jobs last month. Woohoo! In a nation of 330 million, that's like handing out 3 Funyuns at a tailgate and calling it catering. The Fed is basically the world's worst DJ. Raising rates, cutting rates, everyone's broke, but hey, at least the beat dropped. These aren't numbers, they're people. Families juggling rent, entrepreneurs duct taping their businesses, workers hoping they don't get replaced by ChatGPT. Hi, I said it. Jobs are digits on paper. Hope is the economy's real currency. And right now, hope's bouncing faster than a check at Waffle House. Reality Winner. Yes, that's her actual name. And yes, her story is more Marvel than Marvel. At 25, she leaked intel on Russian election interference, went to prison, and now she's back to tell the tale. Let's be real. At 25, most of us were still debating toppings on our pizza. She was debating whether to risk her freedom for democracy. Some people are built different. Whistleblowers remind us, truth has a cost. They pay the bill the rest of us pretend doesn't exist. And the question is, do we honor their courage or just scroll past it? Leaders write history. Whistleblowers rewrite it, at their own expense. Reality lost her freedom, but gained a legacy. And honestly, that's a winner. Labor Day gave us hot dogs, fireworks, and a viral rumor that Trump had died. Social media declared him gone before CNN could even find their ties. But then, plot twist, he shows up alive, bruised, and yelling. Basically the same as before. This wasn't gossip. It was a trust stress test. Lies spread faster than facts because lies don't need citations. They just need Wi-Fi and your Aunt Sharon. If democracy means anything, it's knowing whether your president is alive. And if the system fails that, what else are we fumbling? Truth takes the stairs. Lies take the elevator. But only one gets you home alive. Language matters. Leadership matters. Truth matters. That's why we gather here, not to scroll chaos, but to evolve together. When you ignite purpose, you don't just watch history, you bend it. Join Empower People. Don't just watch, belong. Activate your superpower at empowerpeople.org. That's mpwrpeople.org. Remember, empower people. This is where people are power. Let's evolve together.